And it's been quite some time since I have recorded myself. Years, I don't know, a couple years. 2, 3 years, couple 2, 3. Anyway, can't see shit. I don't have any kind of setup here. Yamaha, beautiful bass. I bought this, it's an RBX. I bought it used off an old coworker. Gosh, 4 months ago, 3 months ago, I don't know, a while ago. And he gave me an amp to go with it. He just threw it in with the price and said, I know you don't have one. Take this amp, blah, blah, blah. So I get home, jacked, ready to play this thing, woo woo. And it doesn't work. So the amp doesn't work. And at first I didn't know if it was the guitar was junk or what it was. Like the amp had power, but like no sound would come out. So I talked to a friend of mine and he helped me figure out how to, know if it was the amp or if it was my bass or, whatever. So it turned out it was just my amp. And then I was like, well, I just spent my wad moving into this new place and I really don't have like, $100 to just throw away on an amp. It's not really a priority. So I'm like, pfft. So I threw this bass in the corner, basically forgot about it. Sunday I was out and about. I was actually looking for a bicycle on a Sunday, which was stupid, but whatever. So anyway, I was over by the Guitar Center, so I thought, man, I'm going to go buy me a damn amp. And for about 6 months, I've been going and visiting from time to time to check out this Ibanez. I don't even know what the model is. Anyway, so I walked in there. It's like 13 minutes to close. And I told the dudes, I said, who wants a sale? I'm quick. I know what I want. So a dude came over and he's like, what do you need? And I said, I want that bass up there and I want that amp over there and I need a gig bag and a stand. So I pretty much did it. I spent 300 and some bucks. Not a lot, but it was a $200 bass. $85 for the amp. And anyway, so I got to come home Sunday, just two days ago. And I finally got to plug this baby in and hear what it sounded like through an amp. And I think it sounds great. The other amp that I used to have, my first and my only other one until right now, was a Fender Squier J bass or something like that. And it just rattled and buzzed. And no matter how hard I pushed on the strings or whatever, it always just sounded like crap, and it made me feel like I was just a really terrible player. I mean, I'm still a beginner. I don't consider myself to be a bass player, because I am so new and I am so not good at the bass. I will just say that. So anyway, I got to finally hear it. My amp is way across the room. I didn't want to drag it over here, so I don't know how well you'll be able to hear it. I'm not really going to play like a lot of anything special. Just dink around for a few minutes, see what it sounds like recorded from that far away, and I'm just going to throw this up on my blog and call it a day. And woo woo, Sue got bass. So I learned a little bit of an AC/DC. I don't remember the name of it, which is crazy because I grew up on it. But anyway, it's late and I got some medicine in me, so I'm a little. So anyway, of course my typical, Bob Marley and Bruno Mars and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm gonna tinker around. Cool. And is that a tune, by the way? Because I was trying to tune it by ear, and I obviously cannot tune shit by ear. So I have to get a tuner because I have no idea where my tuner is. So it sounds even worse from such a distance. When I was sitting near my amp, I felt like I sounded much, much nicer, but not now. That's okay. Okay, my fingers are like so red and sore. I haven't played really in like a couple years, like a lot. So fingers are gotta relearn how to do this bass thing. So it also sounds like shit because I cranked it all the way up so that I could like hear it all the way over here, and I feel like I just that's a little better. Really wish I could like see it. Whatever, you can look at me kind of. Dixie, get down, please. Thank you. My dog. She's fun. Alright, so that's pretty much going to be the end of this shit because we're getting to have a long video here. I'm not really doing anything or saying anything, and you can't see much going on. So here's a shot of my Yamaha RBX 170EW. That's what it says back here. It's pretty sweet. And the amp that I picked up the other day is Fender Rumble 30, and I picked that baby up for $84. So that's a pretty sweet deal. Considering I bought a brand new Rumble 15 like 4 years ago, and that thing cost me $100, and this thing still got like the new tape on it. I got the book and stuff, so it's nice, and it like tips back to be like a PA or whatever too, so it's pretty rad. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna throw this up on my website. Whoop-de shit. Hopefully I'll get my shit together and I'll get my fingers working again, and you know, get my sound together and all that good stuff, and I'll be able to post better stuff, and you guys can continue to follow along as I try to get better with the bass guitar. You'll have to excuse my post-shower hair. I don't brush it. So anyway, all right, well, thanks y'all for watching. Thanks for following me. Thanks for tolerating my horrible music and my inability to play the bass guitar very well. So thank you very much. I love you, and good night.